My brother, Asari Dokubo actually threatened Nnamdi Kanu. The same way he threatened, the same threaten he gave to Simon Ekpa. He threatens them and he said that he is going to do what? Deal with them. And that's what he said, even when Simon Ekpa was on his own time page, he said the same way I deal with Nnamdi Kanu, now that he's suffering in DSS, the same way I will deal with you. Asari Dokubo, he says so. Asari Dokubo and Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they were friends. Yeah, very good friends. Back in the years, they were very, very partnering together, So he said so. And with what has happened in the court yesterday, that's why he is coming out today to rant. But at the same time, if you watch what happened yesterday, there is nothing much there, or people, coming in disguise and wearing masks to testify against Nnamdi Kanu. But if you look at the testimony, their testimony is not that bad. When you say, I caught in his house, I saw a laptop, I saw phones, I saw this. At the end of the day, the one that capitalized on was the one of Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra. Is there anything wrong in having Radio Biafra? Just the same way we have today in our phones, we have there's what we call group chats. You understand? In your group, in your forum, you can even pass a message that will reach every other person that belongs to the group. Is there anything wrong there? No. But Asari Dokubo has come. Wherever Asari Dokubo hears about Nnamdi Kanu, something triggers his memory. I don't know, maybe because of the 20 million naira which he deceived Nnamdi Kanu. They always, maybe he's scared of it, that if this man should come outside, he will come after his 20 million, and probably currently now Asari Dokubo may not have up to 20 million in his account, and he's scared that Nnamdi Kanu may likely come out and ask for that money. Probably that.
So is he owing Nnamdi Kanu money?
Yes, he's owing him 20 million.
How true is this?
Baba, Nnamdi Kanu said it, and he himself and never watched one of his videos. He said yes, that he collected the money, which Asari Dokubo himself. He said he collected the money, but it was under, mission that he cannot be able to accomplish. How do you expect me? That he wanted him to pay more, but since he did not pay more, the 20 million, he cannot give him what he wanted. You understand? So on this, that is why you see him coming out. I told you, just like I said, the people that wear masks, to testify against him. But in their testimony, nothing much there is a normal thing. But if they are truly genuine, just as I'm speaking like this, which at the end of the day, that will transfer to the, to the media houses, which they themselves will put more light up to this. You will see that they themselves that testify, they don't have confidence on themselves, even on what they are saying, or what they have testified on. They don't have confidence. And the Nigerian government said told us, according to the report yesterday, that they did it because of what? Security purpose. And they even say that it's only Nnamdi Kanu that is eligible to see their faces.
Is it Nnamdi Kanu and his legal team, or just Nnamdi Kanu?
I don't know. Maybe it could be both him and the legal team.
To examine, yes.
For examination, something like that. You see, everything is coming politically in Nigeria. Issues like this is something that they are playing it in politics. It is politics. And which I know that there is nothing there. I don't see anything happening there. I don't see anything. I was saying, I don't see anything that those things that happen in the court as this thing, because there will be a cross-examination. And they say that Nnamdi Kanu, they are going to show them to him. You understand? So all these things doesn't move me. It's just a game. It's just a politics, being played yesterday. And if you watch what transpired in the court, you discover fun. You see that even on Motor Show, was having his fun. And he said on Friday, we will continue from where we do what? We have stopped. Because Nnamdi Kanu, based on what they leveled against him about Radio Biafra, and he himself was proud enough to tell them that there is nothing wrong, and he did not see what he did as as an offense against the law, that everything concord with the law. And he quoted the charter in Nigeria, he quoted the UN charter, he quoted the EU charter, and Nigerian constitution allows that, which is called self-determination, self-defense, self-agitation. It is not against the law. Do you understand? Let me tell you, the British that joined us together said it in their writing and with their signature and stamp, said 100 years. And 100 years have, elapsed since 2014. So the amalgamation ended in 2014. So what are we still doing in the name of being together? No, Baba, let me tell you, go to every average Yoruba man hat now, he go tell you, say, me and Omoigbo will not be together. If you go meet Omoigbo now, he go tell you, say, me and Yoruba not there together. If you go meet, just like what happened yesterday or day before yesterday, there are these Fulani crashes that took place that Taizé at Ogba yesterday. So there is this Calabar lady that used to sell. Do you know what? She now put mouth in that matter, in that their matter. The Fulani man opened up to her. Madam, shut up your mouth. This matter no concern you. Now my brother. Now my brother, it no concern you. Which is the way, the open confrontation. It shows me yesterday that they themselves know that we are not together. In our mind, everybody in our spirit knows that we are no longer together. Why can't we go our separate ways? Then if I thought there is anything of coming together, there will be a round table discussion. Do you understand? Like today now, we have a UK. What is the meaning of UK? United Kingdom. We have USA, United States of America. That means different countries, different states emerging together. Different countries coming together to form UK. So if I thought there will be a need of Biafra merging together with Nigeria or with an Oduduwa, there will be a round table discussion. They will emerge and reach the table discussion, and they will stamp it. So A must not cheat B, B must not cheat A. You must not go against it. There should be a law that will guard both parties. You understand? But all these things have not taken place, and you are still mentioning one Nigeria. So Kanu knows what he wants, and he knows his what, and he knows what he was doing was not wrong. You understand? So, and that is it. So I'm not, but the only thing we are sending to Kubo, like, let him come up and say. It's none of my business.
But a lot of Biafrans have come out to accuse Asari Dokubo. They said this is.
I say, yeah, don't you see what happened?
The Southeast governor is him to create insecurity, killing the youth here in the Southeast.
Now listen, not just the insecurity, the men of Asari Dokubo now, as we speak now, is on the way, running. This their toe is touching here.
Why do you say so?
Baba, I watched this and I was like, Asari Dokubo, is it in your, excuse me, is it in your eyes, your normal eyes, or are you dreaming? Is it a dream or real? That your boys are looking for a way of escape, a way of safety, whereas you are an element which they use against your blood. And now, you are now running scatter. The last time he said, I will not support Bola Ahmed Tinubu again, that I empty my account in campaigning for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and now Bola Ahmed Tinubu turned, because Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not give him slots. He started criticizing Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and he's now supporting, he said, we form alliance with the Fulanis. Do you understand? But before now, he formed alliance with the Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president. But now, because he was seeking for a slot, now attention was not given to him. He started lambasting, talking rubbish. See, my brother, Asari Dokubo and his gangs, they have not started running. Time is coming when Asari Dokubo, despite he's an chief in a particular place in his village, even that villagers in that seat will no longer be conducive for him. It will become too hot for him. He himself will be. I know he cannot run now. Neither can he walk. But to that wheelchair, he will move it fast. And I go to na here soon. Oh, yeah, fuki biana bosoro hamewegene. Also. Soon, 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 very, very soon, it will come to pass. Everybody will know his or her standing in this country. Thank you, and God bless you.
So you feel we are not one. We are just like what you said. As
But let's be sincere to ourselves. We are not one and we can never be one. Take it or you leave it. That is the raw truth and that is the fact. You know, I said this thing in city stand when they invited me. I went to there on a city stand and I told them clearly that you see the situation of the things. You say Nigeria, we are one. You say one Nigeria. What makes me and you one? Can Igbo man rule Lagos State as a governor? It's not possible. Can Yoruba man become governor in Anambra State? It's not possible. Can Igbo man now in Kaduna now, Igbo man rule as a governor, or Fulani come and become governor in my own very state? We go let them know say it's not an issue.
Is that what you guys call it and ban?
You understand? Yes, we call them those ones. I know what I'm saying. They are imposed. Are you not hearing the English? Imposed. Not that they are the one with our choice. You get them. I want you to understand, to have the understanding now. So, and I said, until when all these things are put in place, that the Igbo man have rights to rule Lagos State. That's when we, if you say we are one Nigeria, I will agree. But whereby all these things is not going to be possible, nothing like one Nigeria. As we speak now, Baba, go on your phone. In Canada, that is the country that recognize development, that recognize impartation and the ideology of another tribe, another person from another country or another tribe. Go to Canada. A Nigerian person won election and is one of the governor in Canada as we speak today. That is the country that need new things, that need development, that wants different ideology in their country because they want to expand. But in Nigeria, it wasn't so. If you are not Igbo man, you can never rule any state in Igbo land. If you are not Yoruba, you cannot rule any state in Yoruba land. If you are not Hausa, you cannot rule any state in Fulani land in the north. And a country that needs development doesn't supposed to work that way. It doesn't supposed to. A country that want to move forward, that want to go far, doesn't supposed to operate that way. Different ideologies. If you ask me, if we are one, what stop Igbo man from becoming president of this country? Even when Igbo man won election in 2023, he was denied. Because the Yorubas connive with the Fulanis. And they took it away from him, and what can he do? And the same Fulanis today are the one ranting and complaining that, Baba, let them continue. So we want to go. Because we are not one. If we truly are one, I don't think there should be any connivement of denying Igbo man his political rights. 2023.
But where the veterans, you know, Igbo's descent in diaspora, you know, Sylvester Onya, he said, you know, that this Nnamdi Kanu case is political. Do you agree with him?
It's political. You are talking about the veteran that came from America.
Yes,
one of the representatives.
Sylvester Onya.
Yeah. So no, of course it is. Yes, it is political. As you can see, for the very first time since 10 years of Nnamdi Kanu case, you understand? It was yesterday that the British are sending delegates for the very first time. Are you not seeing politics there? It is political. It is true. What he said is pure truth. No two ways about it. It is political. And I believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is playing it in such a way that, because he have seen it that this man, if I should free this man, I will gain the heart of the people. Because the people you even call the elders are not even the people that we recognize. The mouthpiece of the Igbos is the one that they are holding. So he want to play it, that is the angle I'm visioning it now. That he want to play it as a game that they will say that it is in the tenor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu that this man is released. You understand? He's being released. On that note, you the Igbo or youth, vote for me. Give me the vote. You understand? And as it is now, anybody Mazen Nnamdi Kanu come out now and say, give your vote, Baba. If you are scoring 20 before you score 120 from the east, because the whole Easterners, I bet you, will give you massive with their two hands.
So it will not
because that is the leader.
They will leave Peter Obi and vote for Tinubu.
Who is Peter Obi? If he said we should not vote for Peter, excuse me, what has Peter Obi done? What has he contributed in his freedom?
He has come out to speak.
What has he contributed in the freedom of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? And what has he contributed in Igbo land? He went to north and began to build a borehole. Go to Anambra, there are many places, no borehole, no water. So let him go and build a borehole there. Yes. Let him forget all this one that is parading himself here, parading himself there. I told him that he's not going to rule this country, no matter how he paraded himself. And even in 2023, when people were like, I say Obi no go rule, but people didn't believe me. What happened today? Even if you win an election, you are not going to rule. Why? You are Igbo man. What is the meaning of Naira? Never allow Igbo man to rule. Again. That is the meaning, simple truth. The meaning of Naira. Never allow Igbo man to rule again. Bus stop. And that is why this man, the former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, stated it categorically and openly. He said it, Obi, if you want to rule, that Obi cannot rule because he's an Igbo man. He said, so far you are an Igbo man, you are not going to rule. No Igbo man goes murder before he started having issue with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do you understand? Many of them said it. It was recently that they started saying that Igbos, if they want to rule, that they should become a Muslim. Until they become Muslim, that is when they will now consider them. Imagine, consider me where they say, I'll be your senior brother. When did the Fulani enter Nigeria? 1914. Amando Fodio. And the Igbos have been existing in the centuries before the 1914 that they formed Nigeria. We have been in existence already in 18. Don't you go and checkmate Igbo. They are Igbo heroes who drowned in the river because they don't want to be a slave in 1803. So we are over 500 years before Nigeria as a nation. Then you are telling me to come and well, no problem. It's always like that. Insult will definitely come. But I know one day we all shall overcome it. I was just reading the book of Jeremiah, so I discovered that a lot transpired in the days before today that Israel had become a place that you can call these people Israel as a nation. They suffered, they went through a lot. There was a time they were scattered, even till today, it's still affecting them. They were all over the world. You understand? But today they have, when did they even come together? After the Second World War, 1948. That is when Israel started having that this thing as a nation, emerged as a nation. 1948, after the Second World War. And as at that time, the government that was ruling Nigeria as at that time was Richard Constitution, because the first constitution collapses during the Second World War. That was Clifford Constitution that was formed 19.
We've been receiving reports from certain quarters that some of our men on the streets have been collecting money from people, which they call extortion. Okay? And we are saying that we have not sent out any of our operatives to go and collect money from people on the streets.
Wherever you're watching us from, I remember my humble self, that Biafra evangelist Benjamin Johnson is a snatchy that always speak nothing but the truth. Now listen and listen good. Anambra State is a state of the Igbos in Biafra land. And we believe so much that the governor in person of Charles Soludo is the best candidate to rule Anambra State. But I never knew that we want to plant a Fulanist governor in Anambra State. He said that I want to form Udogachi. The security personnel to curb the insecurity in the southeast, Anambra to be precise. Udogachi is there. Udogachi couldn't do anything. They could not channel anything. He said, Agune chamber. Do you know the meaning of Agune chamber? The lion that secures the community.
The Homeland Security Strike Force in Anambra State may have secured the backing of the relevant state institutions, while their activities have reportedly elicited hope among residents who have provided positive feedback on their work in maintaining law and order. The Aguna Chamber Strike Force has been instrumental to the arrest of the 3 native doctors allegedly involved in various kinds of criminal and diabolical activities, while the force has also recorded breakthroughs in arresting kidnappers and cultists in their numbers. In spite of these positive feedback, there were accusations of abuse of office dubbed as extortion and intimidation by members of the force, to which the Special Advisor on Community Security responds.
We've been receiving reports from certain quarters that some of our men on the streets have been collecting money from people, which they call extortion. Okay? And we are saying that we have not sent out any of our operatives to go and collect money from people on the streets. The pin down exercise is not meant for money making for them. And we say that our duty is clear and simple. Our duty is to complement other law enforcement agencies to provide security of lives and properties to the Anambra and those living in Anambra.
He also sheds more light on the operational structure of Agune Chamber and Operation Udogachi, explaining that the outfit does not operate conventional checkpoints, but pin down locations in designated places. In a similar development, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has inaugurated the new Anambra State Security Supervisory Committee with specific roles of managing the strike force, Agune Chamber, at the state level, the same way it has been done at the community level.
Yeah, the functions are spelled out in the Act, subsection 3. That's to ensure that the units of Agune Chamber and their members are duly registered in accordance with the law, monitor the activities of different units of Agune Chamber in the communities and local governments to ensure that they operate effectively and in accordance with the law, and advise the governor on the program and activities of Agune Chamber, effect the provision of necessary materials by the state to the central command of Agune Chamber, intervene and set up units of Agune Chamber in communities or local government where there is conflict or difficulty in setting up units of the Agune Chamber, conduct periodic audits of all units of Agune Chamber, identify areas of need of the units of Agune Chamber and bring them to the knowledge of government.
Members of the committee include the governor or his representative, the Commissioner for Homeland Affairs, Special Advisor on Security, representative of the Nigeria Police Force, DSS and the NSCDC. Others are Chairman House of Assembly Committee on Security, Chairman State Council of Traditional Rulers, mayors of the 21 local government areas, and a council from the Ministry of Justice.
A village, a town, that is the meaning of Agune Chamber. A territorial soldier, warriors that safeguard. But instead of Agune Chamber to chamber the people, to secure the people, the life and the property of the people, they are now become a terror in the flesh of the people that they are supposed to secure and to protect. Are you hearing me? And that is it. See, this is a place I know vividly well. They are supposed to protect life and property, but they are there extorting money from people. Why? And the other day I was watching a video on my YouTube. I saw where these people were brutalizing the people that they're supposed to protect. And I was like, wow, has it gotten to this? It's only Nigerian police I know that does this. Back in the years, that they will key and tell you it is an accidental discharge because of 20 naira, because of 15 naira, 10 naira, you know, all those years that they used to, if you don't know, they will shoot, you know, they shoot aside. It was back in the years which Nigerian police have grown. They have upgraded their level above that level. Now, Agune Chamber have gone back to copy that. And now they are using it to humiliate and to intimidate the people in Anambra State. You see why the youth, the women, the children are crying, calling on Mr. Governor Charles Soludo to please, the people you impose on us as the security personnel are now turning something else on our flesh. They are now becoming the talk on our flesh. We don't need them again. It is better. See, you bring these people to secure. Udogachi is there. Agone Chamber is there. Yet, the Fulanis are still buying people in your state. What is the job of this Udogachi? And what is the duty of Agone Chamber? I don't want to talk about the Nigerian force men. I don't want to talk about the police or the military or the DSS or the rest. I don't want to talk about them. But to you, go, the indigenous people of Anambra State that have come together, formed, agreed by the governor to secure the people. That you are secured and you sign an agreement through that you are going to secure the people. Now, instead of securing the people, you are now scaring the people. I repeat, instead of what? Securing the people, you are scaring the people. What's the need? What is your importance? What is your advantage? What is your purpose? I want to know. Because I don't see such character, such behavior as something that's supposed to play in Anambra State. I don't expect such from Udogachi or Agune Chamber. I don't expect it from them. But it baffles me that they are using the uniform given to them by the state government. They are using it to extort money from the people. Even in this hard economy,